So for today's video, I'm going to show you guys how I achieved this kind of rose gold and glowy look, and look glowy and luminous but not super oily. I used pretty much only the Tartelette in Bloom palette on my eyes, and then I heavily used the Anastasia Glow Kit. So if you're interested in seeing this look, then please keep watching. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna do is go ahead and just moisturize our lips so that while we do our makeup and before we apply our lipstick, our lips are nice and moist. So I'm just gonna go ahead and take some of my Best Damn Beauty lip mask and put that on my lip. Alright, and then for this look, because we are gonna use a little bit of glitter, we're gonna start with the eyes first and then we'll do the rest of our face makeup. And I'm gonna start with priming my eyes. I'm gonna use my Too Faced Shadow Insurance as always. And with this, you only need the tiniest bit, so even this might be a lot of primer. But I'm just gonna rub it in between my fingers and spread that on my lid. Just to help kind of lock that in, I'm gonna use my NYX Dark Circle Corrector. So I take about that much on my ring finger, rub it in between my two fingers, and then put it on my lid. And then just to make sure that my eye makeup lasts all day long, I'm going to use my NYC Smooth Skin Setting Powder and just set both of my eyes. And I'm just going to use my Real Techniques setting brush for that. Alright, so then I'm going to go ahead and just grab my Tartelette 2 palette. And using any shader brush, I'm going to take my Morphe M209. I like to kind of mix some colors from here, so I'm going to use the shades Sweetheart and Jet Setter. And just pat that all over my lid, just to give it a base color. And then when you're done with that, I'm going to go ahead and take the shade Rebel from the same palette on a Luxie 237 blending brush. It is just this little guy right here. And I'm just going to go ahead and blend that into the crease. And I'm going to keep my eyes open because I do have a hooded lid, so I want to make sure that we can see that with my eye open. And I'm not going to do it super neat. I'm going to do it a little sloppy because I am going to blend it out a little bit more. Alright, so now that I have that color applied to both of my eyes, I'm going to go ahead and grab my Sigma E40 and just blend it out a little bit so the dark isn't so harsh. I'm not going to blend too much because in real life the color is a lot lighter than it looks on camera and I don't want to lose it anywhere. But I'm just going to blend so that there's no harsh lines and it doesn't look super dark. Yeah, because I'm not sure why, but on camera this looks really dark, but in real life it's not. And you guys will see. So we're just going to keep rolling with it. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and just take my Sigma pencil brush and go back into the Tartelette 2 palette and grab the shade Leader. I'm going to go ahead and put that in the outer V. And I'm just going to go ahead and do that pretty lightly. And I'll take the same Luxie brush that I used before to just kind of blend it in a little bit. And I'm just using a very light hand to blend here. And we'll go back in one more time with the Sigma E40 and buff it all together, just to really make sure everything looks smooth and blended. We're gonna go back in over the lid color just a little bit, and then we're gonna add some glitter to this. Alright, now for my favorite part of these eyes, we're going to go ahead and take a Real Techniques shading brush, and we are going to grab the Colourpop shadow in the shade Weenie, which is from Kathleen Light's collection. It's just this very pretty rose gold shade, and this, oh, I just threw my brush. And if you've ever been wondering which brush you want to apply Colourpop shadows with, I definitely recommend this Real Techniques brush. It is my absolute favorite brush for it. It's the only brush I use for Colourpop shadows. And what I do is I go ahead and just kind of press the brush in there, and it picks up a ton of product on it. Product doesn't fall out all over our face. We're gonna go ahead and just dab this on the eye, or pat it is the right word. And I usually just pat from the bottom up and then in. Okay, so now that we're done with the Colourpop shadow, I don't really want to add a wing and lose this glitter and pretty rose gold we have here. So I am gonna put a little bit of liner in my lash line, and I'm gonna use the Maybelline Master Precise Skinny, and I'm just gonna get that as close to my lash line as I can. My right eye, I can't not tug it just a little bit, so I have to. I know it's really bad for your eyes to do that and it gives you premature wrinkles, but I can't not, I have to. I'm gonna go ahead and curl my lashes and then just apply Nars Camera Flashes mascara. And then they're falling, so I hope you can see them, but I'm gonna use these Koko Lashes Misha lashes. Honestly, I've worn these every single day last week. They're very similar to House of Lashes Siren if you like those. And I just use the regular Duo Dark Lash Glue. And I'm gonna go ahead and do my lashes off camera just because I am still learning and I'm not that good at it yet.
If all I've got is your hand in mine, baby, I could have died.
Alright, so I went ahead and did my lashes and I did my brows off camera because I already have a full video on how I do those. I'll go ahead and use my Makeup Forever mattifying primer on my forehead and my chin because those are the areas I get the most oily in. And then the rest of my face, I'm going to go ahead and just use the Too Faced Primed and Poreless Oil-Free Skin Smoothing Primer. And then now that we are done with priming, I'm going to take my two favorite foundations in the entire world, the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte, don't even have to talk about it, and the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk. Just taking a damp beauty blender, I'm gonna put the L'Oreal Pro Matte in my forehead and chin area. And then for the rest of my face, I'm still gonna use a beauty blender, but I'm going to mix a drop of the Pro Matte and a drop of the Armani Luminous Silk and just put that all over. Okay, so now that we finished applying our foundation, I am going to go ahead and set my face, just because, like I said, we want to glow from within. We don't want to be puddles of oil, and my skin will be puddles of oil. So I'm just going to take the same NYC Smooth Skin Setting Powder and just this big powder brush, and just kind of go over the main areas right here. We're going to go ahead and try to cover these bags a little bit. I'm just going to grab my Maybelline Fit Me Concealer and just put a little bit under the eyes. As you can see, I'm not going right under my eye because of all the fine lines. So I'm just going to lightly blend it up with my beauty blender. And then I'll just grab my Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Powder and my Real Techniques setting brush and just set under my eyes. We're not doing any baking, we're just setting so that it doesn't crease throughout the day. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and just take our Nars Nude Pencil in the shade, I don't know what shade this is, but I will find it, and of course I'll link it down below. We're just gonna put that in our waterline, and then we'll go back in with our Tarte mascara and add that to the lower lashes. I just want to say I am super sorry, but I forgot to record me doing my blush and bronzer, so I'll have that listed in the description box down below. And then for the real glow, we are going to use our Anastasia Glow Kit, and this is the one, That Glow, which has kind of more like bronzier kind of highlights in it, and my Anastasia A23 brush. And I'm gonna start out with just these two shades here. I'm gonna go ahead and apply it to the tops of my cheekbones and the tip of the nose, a little bit on the bridge, but mostly just the tip. For the lips, we're not going to do anything super crazy. We're just going to do a little bit of a glossy lip. I'm going to use this Tawny lip liner from Jordana Cosmetics and just line my lips. And after I line my lips, I like to always make sure I go back in and just fill it in. And then I am gonna take Kat Von D's Lolita and just dab that on my lips, just to give it a little bit more color. And then over top, I'm gonna use the Too Faced Melted lipstick in the shade Melted Chihuahua. This has been my jam lately. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I think this is a great, just kind of glowy look for really oily skin. And it's really nice for the springtime. You want to look kind of fresh, but not super overdone. If you're not already, please make sure you subscribe to my channel. I try to upload at least one video a week. And as always, I'll have all my social media listed down below. I try to post on Snapchat at least every single day. So if you want to know what I'm up to, make sure you follow me there. And I'll see you guys next week. Bye!